You can't handle the truth. The truth has been clear and present in many forms in our lives, including scripture. But so very few are able to ascend to a level of understanding for which they can see the truth through all the falsehood and deception. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Merida, and I have made many videos depicting of the secrets, the hidden riddles that are contained in scripture that hides the truth only for the wise to see. Many preachers, reverends, pastors, they can accumulate different scriptures and words even from different other religions and lead you on the path that has been prescribed for the many, for the 85%. But the 10% know the truth and use it against the 85 to lead them to a place that they understand must be put into effect. The 5% control the overwhelming majority of the workings of this place. See, it's understood that the truth is contained in scripture, but also the truth is contained in many movies, big budget movies, and we went down through there. If they put a lot of money into movies, you know that there are several key components that the wise can watch and see and pinpoint how it fits into humanity. Well, it also happens with cartoons. Buckle up. Buckle up, because this one gonna blow your socks off. I like to talk about two cartoons, and one I'll talk about in the short term because I have talked about them before. Transformers. Way back in the 80s, I used to watch Transformers cartoon, and it was great. And I used to watch it intently. And I remember a scene where they were stacking electricity cubes like on the side of a cavern. It was mountains and mounds and like pyramids. And they were stacking big bricks like it was gold or drugs, just big bricks of it was like electricity type of bricks. And Starscream was talking with Megatron like, man, it's so glorious that we getting these. And it was humans, they was carting the blocks, stacking them, walking past, you could see. And he was like, it's so great. This is the only place in the universe we can get it. This is such a great, he was proclaiming that they're obtaining this, they call it energon. It was fantastic. And he, Megatron basically slapped him upside the head like, get control of yourself. I know what's going on. Who are you telling? Blah, blah, blah. So, the electricity that was being contained was the electricity, the energy that comes from human beings. They was depicted in the cartoons that other beings was able to harness the energy that comes from us, our spiritual energy, which is true. That they was showing it back then, and when I was watching it, I couldn't understand it. Especially, I'm 48, and I was seeing it, and it went right over my head. But I knew it was important. That's why it stuck. Somehow it's stuck in my mind, and later in life, I connected the dots. See, they're putting the truth out there, and a similar thing has happened. Buckle up, be attentive on this part, because another cartoon tells more about what's going on in this star system, universe, Earth, more than anything ever. And it went right over our heads. We could talk about this cartoon right now today, and it's like, shh. But after this video right here, it won't. And that cartoon is Thundercats. Wow. You know, when Lion-O had the sword and he said, thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Oh! And he was just, you see that it's said that within this cartoon was based upon a real war that was going on in our universe, and especially on planet Earth. They said that the war was depicted, and the Thundercats were basically Lyrans. If I'm pronouncing it precisely, maybe not. And the Draconians. See, really, actually, the Thundercats, the Lyrans were a righteous, very intelligent type of being. And they were scientists, very scientific, and very, like, they would calculate different things and set the stage to advance life at different planets around the universe. And they would plant certain genetic seeds at different places so that they can develop, and they would nurture their development. It's getting deep. But how does it tie in with Inky and Allele? Well, if you don't know who Inky and Allele is, I suggest you do a little research. This one is about, the Thundercats, the Lyrans, and the Draconians. Bastet was said, the goddess Bastet was said to be a Lyran, a Thundercat. This is why a lot of the hieroglyphs, they got beings, they got the body of a human, but the head of a different animal, or see, this is what's going on in the universe actually, above most of our pay grade. See, they say the Thundercats were, in essence, the creators of Elohim. Elohim means gods. They link together with different other righteous life forms, conscious beings, to create a council of Elohim that would seed the universe. Those who know. I know you know. You be like, man, how he put this thing together? And I gather information from like various places. I'm so proud of me, because my people deserve to know the truth. And I thank whoever sanctioned Thundercats to be put out there, for which is bringing a lot together for me. The Draconians in the cartoon Thundercats, they had the main bad guy. His name was Mumm-Ra. And Mumm-Ra was vicious. And he had an emblem on his chest. And it was two snakes pointed at each other. I forget the exact depiction of what it means. But it's like war and chaos. This was what he represented, and what that represents as his goals, his mission, his purpose. And if you remember in this, His soldiers, the people that he commanded, were reptilians. They were reptilians, and they did war and chaos. They was always ready to do what it do. And it's true that on our earth, that many of our elite people get information and things from the reptilian people, reptilian beings that live in the inner confines of the earth. Like straight up, they really do. They are not nice people, and they have a fetish for eating pure flesh. You know, you wonder where our children are going. Well, a lot of them end up as food. And I apologize for, anybody that may be missing a loved one. But it's just the truth of this place that we are hoping to elevate from. We must begin. If we know each other's real and we know who other people are in contact with, we must love the people that we know that contact and rotate in our circles, that's not being led from someone through their phone. That's not like, we must come together, because this cycle, this reality is not as it seems. Well, that's the basic story of what's really going on. Who knows? I mean, who would have guessed that the truth lies in a cartoon, an innocent cartoon, but it's there. I consider myself a universal soldier because for some time now I knew a good percentage of the truth. I love you, and if you are pure, and if you are not taking guidance from another to deter the connections of the real people, I want to connect with you. I want to love you, because if you're taking advisement, orders from a hidden force, it's no way that this hidden force could be for righteousness. Righteousness does not hide. Righteousness does not send no little messages through them and through them and through them, and it gets to you. We must get to know our neighbors better. We must find out who they're communicating with. Who are they interacting with? Vibrate with people that are open, that their heart is open, that the way in which they live their life is open to you. Otherwise, it's no way to know who they serve. Don't be deceived. Believe in the God force that lies within you, that relies within us. Continue to develop. We are not a finished product. We are gods, like straight up. We are. I love you, and I'll be back soon. Thunder. Thunder. Thundercats. Oh.